Hello everyone, this is Barry J. Walker, and we're in the ring right away with the Bodacious Pretty Boy against Kid Extreme. Kid Extreme clotheslines him up and over again, and this is going to be a fast-paced one. Ooh, hip toss by the Bodacious Pretty Boy, another one, and a super kick, and Kid Extreme is in a lot of trouble. Kicked him right in the head. From what I understand, this is a no disqualification and no count-out match. This is strictly a match for revenge, and they go over the top, and Katra, the newest member of the Alliance, is out there as well, and now she's going after Kid Extreme by giving him a right, and another one, and another. Jeez. Kid Extreme going to get even, but apparently she was a little too fast for him. Bodacious Pretty Boy on the outside, what's he going to do? Oh, he's going to get backdropped, that's what he's going to do. Backdrop to that hard floor. We're here in Reading, Pennsylvania at the Fairground Square Mall. There's a shot by Kid Extreme and a double clothesline. Both of them are down. Referee's finally coming out to try to get these guys back in the ring. If you don't know what's going on, earlier in the night, the Kid Extreme lost to Doomsday Danny Rose. And after that, the Bodacious Pretty Boy kicked him out of the Alliance and tried to beat him up and all that. So the revenge is right here, and he hit him with the face with that pan. And as I did say, this is anything goes. There is no count out, there's no disqualification. Someone's gonna leave here with the winning purse. And look at this, Bodacious Pretty Boy goes for a flip. He gets him in the back. Kid Extreme tried to move, but it wasn't fast enough. Kicks into the ribs. And as I said, Kid Extreme was trained by the Bodacious Pretty Boy, and so he is getting even with his teacher, who kicked him out of the Alliance over a loss to Danny Rose. Ever since Hunter Q. Robbins III has come into the RCW, there's been chaos with the Alliance. We got a full Nelson over here. He slides up, and look at this, arm drag. These two know each other very well, there's no doubt about it. You're going to see counter, another counter. Look at Pretty Boy yelling at the fans here at the fairgrounds. He should not be doing that. And now it's going to cost him right here. 1, 2, doesn't get the 3 count. Unbelievable. And a double clothesline. They're both down. And while we're down, I just want to let you know, if you're on YouTube, check us out on YouTube at RCW Promotions. And put the thumbs up. You know, get to like this. Subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get more information on when new upcoming RCW shows are going on up there. Subscribe to the channel today. He tried to do something and got caught. 1, 2. He was going to do a double axe hand over the top, but Kid Extreme knew that was coming. And now look at this. Punching him away. Pretty Boy's probably wishing he... Oh, I think he meant that to Katra, not us. Don't get offended on that one. Kid Extreme, he should not worry about Katra at this moment. He should stay on top of the Bodacious Pretty Boy. And we also have a Facebook page if you want to check us out on Facebook. That's Regional Championship Wrestling on Facebook. Check us out there. We always got information. We got upcoming shows. Check us out. He tried to use the pan on Kid Extreme, and he got punched and kicked, and he got the pan in his face, and outside goes the Bodacious Pretty Boy. The welterweight title is not on the line in this match. I don't know if I remembered to said that or not, but the title is not on the line. Kid Extreme overexceeded the welterweight title weight limit. So, but it is, ooh, power drived him right onto the floor. There's no mats out there. And Katra definitely has been getting involved in this one. She is the newest member of the Alliance. Dr. Johnny Wildside is somewhere. Pinky has got a title defense, so he's probably not going to come out here just yet. And look at that. The Alliance is back on top. There's no need for the Alliance to come out. Former member Kid Extreme is just getting what I guess they think he deserved for losing to Doomsday Danny Rose. And Hunter Q. Robbins III has predicted that this is the last year for the Alliance. And look at that. A senton from the middle rope. Oh, my. The brawl at the mall. Fairground Square Mall in Reading, Pennsylvania. Pretty Boy should be going for a cover. And instead, he's playing with the crowd. Look, I punched him right in the face. You got fans for both each Kid Extreme and Pretty Boy. Referee Dave Curley, the legendary Dave Curley, by the way. He's going for a moonsault. Kid Extreme got up, but he got nothing but knee right into the face. He tried to stop him, but it ain't happening. And look at this. It's Dirty Deeds. Dirty Deeds, Darren Wyse, the former welterweight champion. Uh-oh, look at this. I have no idea why Darren is out there. Well, he wants his belt back for one, I guess I can say that. But these two have been feuding in different companies. Look at this. And look at, he pushed him right into the pin. Kid Extreme defeats his teacher. 1, 2, 3. The winner is Kid Extreme. I'm Barry J. Walker, and we'll see you at the matches.
Right now, he needs to not worry about the Alliance. He needs to worry about this Manhattan Mauler, because there's nothing known about the Manhattan Mauler other than the fact that he's from Manhattan, New York. Dirty Deeds, Darren Wyse, former welterweight champion. And he would like to get that title back, but in order to do that, he's going to have to beat the Bodacious Pretty Boy for it. And the Bodacious Pretty Boy isn't an easy man to defeat, especially when he has a title. He'll do whatever it takes to keep it. And Dirty Deeds, Darren Wyse, he's no choir boy either, so he'll do whatever it takes to gain it back. Big clothesline by Dirty Deeds, Darren Wyse. Manhattan Mauler looks like he's in trouble. Dirty Deeds with an elbow. Neither one of these guys have a lot of money tied up in wardrobe. There's a boss gauze right next to the ring, so that's probably where they got their ring attire from. The legend lives on. That's what it says on the back of Dirty Deeds' shirt. I think the problem lies with Dirty Deeds and the Bodacious Pretty Boy is they're so much alike. They'll do whatever it takes. And I think that's what makes them true enemies. They can't stand each other because they always trying to outdo each other. And Dirty Deeds has got this match well underhand. Manhattan Mall, I don't think, has done anything in this match so far except take a beating by Dirty Deeds. And Dirty Deeds with a splash in the corner, and the Manhattan Mauler goes back down on the ground. And as you can see, Deeds isn't even breaking a sweat. Now look at this. Oh, a side slam. Dirty Deeds, Darren Wyse. And now look at this. He doesn't have to do this illegal choking. Oh, and as you can see, Hunter Q. Robbins III using a cane on the Manhattan Mauler. They don't really need to do this. The match is well underhand with Dirty Deeds just beating the crap out of the Manhattan Mauler. But it's obvious they're doing this to send a message back to the Bodacious Alliance that they are getting more angrier and angrier, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get rid of the Bodacious Alliance. The Bodacious Alliance, so far they've gotten all the belts. The Flamingo Kid Pinky is the RCW champion. Kid Extreme and Dr. Johnny Wildside are the tag team champions. And the Bodacious Pretty Boy is the world's welterweight champion.
You ready, boy? You had enough? Ready, Hunter? I'm ready, baby. Break it home.
And now Dirty D sets it up for a figure 4 leg lock. And there it is. Ring the bell. It's over. Dirty Deeds won't let go of the figure 4 leg lock. The match is over. The match is over. Dirty Deeds destroyed the Manhattan Mauler. He did nothing in this match to get a beat. And there, another side slam. Scoops him up, drops him down. Dirty Deeds showing a vicious side. Dirty Deeds used to be a vicious wrestler until the Bodacious Pretty Boy came along. Then he toned down a little bit, but now Hunter Q. Robbins is showing him that don't tone down. It's time to get back to your mode, because if you want to destroy the Alliance, you have to fight fire with fire, and that's what Dirty Deeds is doing. Hunter Q. Robbins III.
Casualties, check it. Well, ever since I was a baby B, my mama would take him a crazy G, but never that lazy C, cause I'm a running them up. Well, a young buck coming up, living it up, and you can tell my mind demeanor that I don't give a what. Say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do, make a move when you gotta make it. You can try to take the bad memories out your mind, replace it either way, motherfucker. You gotta take it, cause it is what it is, man. You live how you live, you give how you give, and you get what you get. So don't forget, it's one love, it's one life. Nas prophesies I only need one mic, so come right, no second chances. For greedy questions, there's only selfish answers. My wealth advances, I'm an orthodox, I'm never standing in the crowd. I'm sticking out just like a bandit into the cold. I roam, I feel so alone, I'm stranded in a bed. But I know there's some things in life can't go the way you planned it. But goddamn it, I'll be working hard for mine, trying to find a time to just write another rhyme or find out why they live and let die on the front lines. It goes. It's never gonna change. Because they shoot them, they mow them down. They shoot them, they mow them down. They shoot them, they mow them down. Standing on the front lines. Standing on the front lines. Yeah. Hey yo, they shoot them, they kill them, they mow them down. They shoot them, they kill them, they mow them down. Standing on the front lines. Standing on the front lines. Take them away. Money equals power, who's controlling the money? And we think it's all good just because it's sunny. Funny, but I'm not cracking a smirk. I'm smacking these jerks for casualties. The orders of the final voyage in the back of a hearse. Bring them out, I'm attacking them first. From Dracula to G3, come see me, you're not matching my thirst. Burst on impact into 1,000 different patterns, and somehow I come back to being intact. And in fact, we just put it on the line like illegal sales of product and designs. Combined with the greedy pockets, we need to stop it. Dropping off like 1,000 little rockets, making one huge mess. Flows wrong, us or them, the world or the US. We prove yes that we can do it time and again. Or one more time on the front lines. It goes.
with a combined weight of 514 pounds, here's Tommy Dreamer and his partner, Bulldog Bowser. With a combined weight of 553 pounds, here's Maniac Jimmy Dio and the Brooklyn.
Well, we'll see what happens in this one. This should be a real barn burner. This should be something else. The bell is sounded, and we are ready for international world-class championship wrestling action. Tommy Dreamer talking to the crowd responding with some great support for the Bulldog and Tommy Dreamer.
You know, Brian, Tommy Dreamer's a fine young wrestler. He showed us a lot of great style, a lot of great moves in that ring. However, if I were him, I would expect the unexpected from the Bulldog and the Brooklyn Brawler.
Brooklyn Brawler starting things off and has a handshake for the Maniac Jimmy Dio. As the collar elbow grab, look at that, he grabs him by the head again and just takes him down.
The Brooklyn Brawler getting his well-deserved nickname from battling on the streets of Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, and you take a look at his wrestling attire, and you can see that he's been in a couple of brutal battles. Take a look at the ripped jeans and the dirty, ripped New York Yankees t-shirt. He's just a veteran.
Well, to put it, plain and simple, he's not a wrestler. He's a street brawler.
He's a brawler.
He'll go toe-to-toe with you. You won't see any exciting moves, any great maneuvers from the Brooklyn Brawler, but you will see toe-to-toe action.
I inadvertently referred to that t-shirt as the New York Yankees t-shirt. It is a Brooklyn t-shirt. They're both so dirty and ratty that it's hard to tell. Nice hip toss by Tommy Dreamer. Now let's see what you can do, Brooklyn Brawler, complaining of a hair pull.
Now, Tommy Dreamer was very smart. The Brooklyn Brawler was calling him to come into the corner. Dreamer did not fall for that, and it's a good thing that he did not.
Tommy Dreamer has learned a lot in his very young career, and I'll tell you what, you can expect great things from Tommy Dreamer as he comes off the rope. Blocks the top, and he gets one to the Brooklyn Brawler. Scoops up the Brawler and slams him down to the canvas. And he's going to have to make a tag. Maniac Jimmy Dio is going to have to come in and do some work for that tag team. Jimmy Dio, the Maniac, and the Brooklyn Brawler.
And you talk about one of the most unorthodox wrestlers in the ring today, it would have to be the Maniac, Jimmy Dio. Look out for just about anything. A great arm drag
takedown. Another arm drag takedown. And a toss as the big man goes over. Tommy Dreamer taking over on Maniac Jimmy Dio, tagging off to the Bulldog, Brian Mauler.
And you can never count the Maniac out. Just when you think you've got him where you want him, he'll come across with an eye rig, a knee to anywhere. Just look out because he will do anything.
Mauler winds up the arm real tight. And he's going to attempt it again, and he's successful. This time it brings the Maniac over. Mauler drops the leg on the upper arm of the Maniac Jimmy Dio. Tommy Dreamer ready for the tag. There it is. And he's going to come in, and they're going to continue to do damage on that already injured left arm of the Maniac Jimmy Dio. Dreamer comes down with all his 260 pounds.
And I'll tell you, Brian, this is non-stop action right here on IWCCW.
A whip into the ropes and an elbow doesn't send the big man down, but that kick to the back of the head is going to do it.
In comes the Bulldog.
Tommy Dreamer always thinking in there, and I'll tell you what, he's got a great partner in Bulldog Brian Bowser, another man who's going to go a long way. There's a double clothesline for you.
And we saw a bit of double teaming on the part of the Dreamer and Bulldog Bowser. They're learning to fight fire with fire.
That's right. Now the Brooklyn Brawler has made his way to the ring again. He invites Bulldog Bowser into the corner. He's not going to have anything to do with it, but in the meantime, the Brawler is taking over, and he's fighting the forehead of the Bulldog.
A couple of great uppercuts landed by the Brooklyn Brawler, and then you saw the flagrant biting on the part of the Brooklyn Brawler.
Been a slam by the Brooklyn Brawler, the bad man out of Brooklyn, New York. And proud to say that he's been in more street fights than any other man in the history of man.
And you know what? He brags about it.
Oh, what a big splash by the Maniac. There's the cover, and you're not going to get Bulldog Brian Bowser that easily. Great tag team action here this week on International World Class Championship Wrestling. We hope you're enjoying the action. I'm Brian Webster along with Mike Bittman. You know, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, whatever you want to do, you don't want to miss the excitement of International World Class Championship Wrestling. It is the very best wrestling action going today.
And I'll tell you, this is a very close contest. These teams are evenly matched.
What an
Not
elbow.
in style, but certainly in the level of competition. And the action is fast and furious. There's always something happening.
Jimmy Dio maintaining that front face block and tagging off to the Brooklyn Brawler wide open. It's the Bulldog, Brian Bowser, as he is whipped into the rope. Coming off with a big clothesline, the Brooklyn Brawler. There's a Bulldog hat. A young fan in support of the Bulldog, Brian Bowser. And where's he taking him? He sends him outside the ring. And this is where Jimmy Dio is going to be able to do some damage. Meanwhile, on the inside of the ring, the referee's trying to get Tommy Dreamer out of there. Now the Brooklyn Brawler is going outside the ring.
And they're coming over to our table, I do believe.
Scoops him up and slams him down. Meanwhile, the referee counting in the ring, and Brian Bowser's got to shake those cobwebs off. Uh-oh, the Brawler back outside the ring and helps Bulldog very ungraciously back into the ring. Holds him by the trunk, so he's unable to make that tag. And now they're going to do a double team.
He's a sitting duck for the Maniac, Jimmy Dio. And again, look for Dio to do just about anything in this contest. I would not be surprised if he pulled a chair.
Bowser with a reversal. Nice clothesline. He's got to get over to make that tag, Mike Bittman, and he does it. Tommy Dreamer coming in, and he wants a piece of the Maniac, Jimmy Dio, in the worst way. There's the neck breaker by the Dreamer. Where's he going now?
He's going up. He's going to do some high flying for us, Brian.
Tommy Dreamer climbing up to the top rope and drops down with a big splash. 1, 2, and oh, the Brawler's in the ring.
And the Brawler saves the Dreamer.
Hold on now. All four wrestlers going at it. There's a DDT by the Bulldog. Oh, wait a minute. Who's that on the other side? That's Chris Candido.
Where did he come from?
I don't know, man. He came out of nowhere. Oh, no. Mr. Charisma drops that leg right off the top rope. Don't tell me he's rolling Jimmy Dio right on top of the Bulldog. Meanwhile, the referee making the count of the Dreamer and the Brawler going at it. Highway robbery.
Gentlemen, the winners of the bout, Maniac Jimmy Dio and the Broadway Brawler.
Where did Chris Candido come from? Mr. Charisma from out of nowhere, and there he is, crawling underneath the ring. I wonder if that's where he came from in the first place. Oh, look out, it's continuing. Tommy Dreamer doesn't like it. Now they're double teaming on him.
This is absolutely an ugly scene, Brian. Things are out of control.
Holy cow, what a Donnybrook. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen anything like that? Chris Candido came out of nowhere. We gotta take a time out. We'll be back with more International World Class Championship. Championship Wrestling. Duck and air move.
This is Barry J. Walker with Regional Championship Wrestling. Let's go to the ring.
And 50 pounds from Tombstone, Arizona.
There's the announcement. This is a hardcore match, and coming to the ring in a minute or two, it's going to be Rick Reaper. We're here at Regional Championship Wrestling's Battleground 3 here in Ocoee, Florida, and you're looking at a very serious dude right there, Rick the Reaper. He loves it hardcore. Look at him. He's got stuff under the ring, bringing it into the ring. You don't want to fight this guy. And you can see right now, Chad Silver in the ring announcer is, I know he gets nervous every time he's around Rick the Reaper. Let's get back to the ring with Chad Silver.
His opponent, weighing in at 370 pounds, from off the road in Gainesville, he is Kubiak.
There you go, hardcore Kubiak. Come into the ring, and you can know when he's in the ring because he brings plunder. Whatever he can find, he'll have it. Most likely he'll have a barbed wire baseball bat. Who carries that? He has no regard for his own body, let alone his opponent's. Hardcore Kubiak. There you see he's got a chair. He's got some kind of barbed wire in around a baseball bat. But you know what? This is going to be a powerful matchup with a bunch of plunder and everything like that, because not only does Kubiak like to play hardcore, but Rick the Reaper, he can also do the same thing. We're here in Ocoee, Florida, Battleground 3. Chad Silver in the ring announcer, referee Smiling Mel. I'm Barry J. Walker. Oh, Kubi got the mic. Looks like he's saying he wants a hardcore match. Duh.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. How about that?
Okay. We knew it was going to try to be a hardcore matchup. It wasn't really sanctioned because none of the guys signed a contract, but apparently they did earlier in the day. And we're on their way. Bell's just ringing, and Rick Reaper got in shots right away. Hit him with what is that, a baking sheet or something? Look how you can hear it from here. These guys don't play games. These are the hardcore wrestlers of Florida. And look at, he's got that baseball bat that's surrounded by razor wire. I think it's razor wire. Now he's got a pizza pan. I wouldn't be surprised if the doctor is already getting his area in the back ready to go for these two. Might have to need stitches. And look at this. The one that brought in the plunder is getting hit by the plunder. Smiling Mel, keeping back. You can see he's not too close. He should. I guess it's going to be anything goes. He's choking him with that pan. Ocoee, Florida. This is the last event for Regional Championship Wrestling here. This building will be retiring. I guess it's done for. The guys that own this building didn't pay the rent or whatever, or they just screwed over everybody. Luckily, we were allowed to do this. We already had this booked. This building was booked before this matchup. And we got it. But you can see choking him. I guess it's a hardcore rule match. He's using that barbed wire bat and just shoving it in his forehead. And look at this. He's got a chair. Ooh, smashed him with the chair. And there you can see that barbed wire on that baseball bat put some numbers on Kubiak's forehead. And now a cowbell's being used. He brought in the plunder, and Rick the Reaper is taking advantage of that part. Choking him on that second rope. And I guess the referee's just going to let everything go. I never knew this was supposed to be a hardcore match. I guess they changed it into that. Look at this, choking him on the top rope. Unbelievable. Here in Ocoee, we already had some great matches already. You know, we got new Florida Tag Team Champions. Look, he's got the pan as he's setting up a chair, but he's not looking behind him. No! Oh my. He set the chair up, but he wasn't paying attention to the Kubiak. As I was saying, we got new Florida Tag Team Champions. Kid Extreme and Macho Morales, even though Macho Morales did the work. And look at this. Raking. Oh, my. Hardcore as hardcore. And now he's going to do it again. He's right there. Look at that. Oh, my word. That's razor wire right there. You know, that's not going to be something that you can just rub off. That's blood. He busted him up. Probably going to be... Ooh. Well, the referee is backstage ready to go. When I told him about this kind of match, he said he'd had the stitches ready. Look at this. With a pizza pan. And I don't know, I can't see from this vantage point. Where is he putting that? Not cool. Not cool at all. Kubiak. He's heading out to the outside to go after Rick the Reaper. If you haven't done so, by the way, you know, hit that thumbs up button if you like what you see. And subscribe to this channel. It's free to do that. We're Regional Championship Wrestling. We've been running events since 1996. Pennsylvania and in Florida. And check it out right here. They're on the outside, so there's no count out. No count out. This is an anything goes match, apparently. It wasn't on my paperwork, but it is now. And he's got that board again with the razor wire. Look at this. Oh, man. Unbelievable. And they still have that chair in the corner set up right there. They got one on each side. What's he going to do here? Leg drop. We have an actual wrestling match move. Rick the Reaper. I talked to Rick the Reaper earlier in the match, and he was ready for whatever. I told him Kubiak likes to do hardcore matches, and he said he was down with that. Then he showed me the baseball bat with the razor wire on it. I just thought that was for show. Look at this. Punch through, look at this. After all that, and Rick the Reaper still getting on top of him, beating him up like that. Okay, he's got... Well, does he got the bat? No, he's got his bell. Oh! And hit him with that. There's not going to be a lot of, wrestling moves. There's a lot of brawling in this one. Who's going to win? I guess the one that's still left standing. You know, having these matches, you don't have a long career when you have matches like this. These guys like to do this all the time. I've seen them in other companies doing the same thing, beating each other up, or anyone they work with. Maybe these guys need to know that their insurance must be paid up because they're going to need to go to the hospital after this one. There's no doubt about it. Stitches for sure. And who else? What else could happen? He's got him in a sleeper. No, he's raking his head that's already been busted open into the corner. Kubiak. What's he going to do? Oh! He hit the chair instead. One, two, and that's it. Just like that. Rick the Reaper gets the win. Who would have thought? If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm Barry J. Walker, right here in Ocoee, Florida, at RCW's Battleground 3. I'll see you at the matches. What a match. We still got time? Okay, never mind.
Boy, this is the Flamingo Kid, aka Pinky. You're looking at the Bodacious Alliance, and you're also looking at the very best in the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance.
Bodacious Alliance. May say again, the Bodacious Alliance. Here they come. Hey, boy, the Flamingo Kid. Gentlemen, how do you feel? Flamingo, come on. That's an energy killer. Oh, I don't know about that. He took a nasty look over at his team, Bruno Sammartino, and I don't know what that's all about. I don't understand that one, but you just don't do that. You do not do that to veterans like him, but, well, that just says something about what we're about to see in this match. And as we see them around the ring.
Turn the music down just a tad bit. We're here for the WWWA, the Bodacious Alliance, and I want you people to get up on your feet and show some respect for the Bodacious Alliance.
Not much of a reception for that. I think maybe we got 4 or 5 people.
You watch what we do to that ham and egger, and I'm going to talk about you and you and you and every stinking one of you. What we do to this guy is for you.
All right. At 248 pounds from the Fiji Islands, we've got the legendary Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Here he comes now, the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. He's getting a very, very rousing applause from the crowd as the Superfly makes his way into the ring. How do you feel,
All right, brother. This federation got all the best there is. We're looking forward to see you people in the near future. Woo! Woo! Pay attention. Tune in and call somebody, brother. Thank you, sir. It sure is a pleasure.
All right, that's the Superfly, of course, always a gentleman, stopping to talk to us as he enters the ring now. The Superfly going around, yes, everybody knows the Superfly.
And the Superfly in the ring. Boy, this is another treat everybody's getting tonight. A lot of legends in the ring tonight. Of course, a legend. I'm again joined by, sitting right next to me, Mr. Bruno Sammartino. It's a pleasure again to be with you.
Well, Jimmy, it's great sitting here with you. You've done a great job, and I'll tell you, I have to say, watching Jimmy Snuka, I haven't seen him in a good while, and he still looks great. And this Flamingo Kid has been kind of going around the ring like a peacock. I wonder if he realizes what he's up against here.
I don't think so. We saw earlier Blue Thunder getting a nasty beating by a legend. Nikolai Volkov, of course, he survived, and I don't know about the Flamingo Kid. I'm not saying he's not a competent wrestler, but we have the Superfly in there, of course, with his flying body slam. Of course, we all know that. So we're gonna be in for a sweet match now. Here we go. Now I think Superfly does not like Pretty Boy out there. He's objecting to Pretty Boy's presence, thinking he's going to do something with that cane. Of course, we saw earlier Nikita using the flag as a little foreign object, and now Snuka, of course, doesn't want that to happen to him.
Absolutely, but you know, if I could turn the clock back a little bit, Jimmy, I haven't seen Snuka, in a few years, but I remember him years ago when I was still wrestling, and they called him the Superfly, and because he could do stuff in that ring like you've never seen. I mean, he used to jump up on that center rope and literally walk across it and then do some crazy maneuvers that only Jimmy Snuka could do. He's just absolutely amazing.
Yes, he is, and he's already amazing everybody. And Backs away. Flamingo Kid says, takes the easy way out. Now he's complaining, pulling his hair. And now, come on now. This is Snuka. This is the World Wrestling Alliance we're talking about now. You're gonna have a little pain. Still complaining, and Snuka's just kind of standing around thinking, hey, I've had worse than that in my sleep.
I don't think that Snuka needs to pull Flamingo's kid's hair to get the advantage. I don't think so anyway.
Also locked up. Battle of strength. Snuka into the corner again, and again the Flamingo Kid puts his head out of the ring, which forces the break. And now Pretty Boy's yelling up at Snuka at something, and Snuka's like looking at him and saying, yeah, whatever.
Well, that time, Jimmy, we absolutely saw that Jimmy never went near his hair. So I don't know what he's trying to prove. If he thinks that the referee's gonna do what, I don't know, because Jimmy absolutely did not touch his hair.
Snuka, a polished veteran, knows how to inflict pain far worse than just pulling hair, and knows how to do it legally.
That's for sure.
They're battling in the middle of the ring. They're together. They're tightened up. All the strength. Now Flamingo got around. Now Super Snuka. Now look at Flamingo Kid pulling Snuka's hair. And they're going, with a shoulder down on the thing. Flamingo Kid's out of the ring. There you go. Now Pretty Boy's going over to help his man up. Wonder if he's going to help him up by the hair.
Well, when he took that tackle and he went down, he saw himself by the ropes and he thought, I better get out of here, because he didn't know what was coming next. But I like to see him mix it more with Jimmy Snuka. I want to see I know Jimmy's still a very capable man because he's got so much experience. He looks in good shape. But I kind of like to see Flamingo mix with him a little bit, because I want to see if I see signs of the Snuka I remember years ago, you know.
Sure.
Because like I say, I haven't seen him now in a number of years.
So I guess that's another thing about a polished veteran, staying in shape, like you said, and Snuka certainly looks good. He looks strong. He's confident. He's looking around. He's waiting for this match to continue.
But at the same time, he's meeting an individual who doesn't seem to want to mix. He's keeping his distance, and I think that might frustrate Jimmy a little bit, because Jimmy was a real action guy, and so far he can't seem to get it going because of the style of the Flamingo Kid. So we'll see if something happens here where...
It's taking care of business. Saying out of here with Pretty Boy. Now Flamingo Kid jumps out to see if Pretty Boy's all right. I think he might have broken his arm.
That might encourage him to keep his fingers and hands and arms away from the ring.
I don't know. Now Pretty Boy's, he's all upset now. And, Flamingo Kid better get back in the ring. He better forget about his confidant over there and get back in the ring. Okay, he's back in now. Snuka, of course, keeping the same stone face of a true veteran, a champion, trying to stare him down, and I think Flamingo doesn't want to look in Snuka's eyes. Flamingo with a little move. Now he's got Snuka on his back, and now Flamingo, gets to that left leg and goes for the knee.
Well, that leg dive, he did fool Jimmy. He came down quick and got him low in the ankle and knocked Jimmy off balance and did take him down. And right now, Jimmy looks like he's in pretty good pain here.
Now Flamingo Kid's going to try to take advantage of some people. He's going for a pin, and Snuka throws him off with incredible force. Now he's going to go for right that same leg, and he's twisting the ankle. He's going for the ankle. He's asking no. Snuka is not looking for a submission. He goes down on the ankle.
That elbow in the inner thigh like that, that's a very sensitive area. That really stings. That hurts.
Now he's pounding on that knee. He's pounding on the knee, giving it 3 right hooks right on the knee. Flamingo Kid inflicting some pain now, trying to show that, hey, this is just another wrestler. I can take this guy. And with a knee right to the jaw. And now Flamingo Kid setting him up with a knee again.
Well, I'm sorry to say, Jimmy, but right now, Jimmy Snuka is looking just like another wrestler. I don't see so far the fiery Jimmy Snuka, but maybe we're about to see it now.
Flamingo Kid both fists, and Snuka turns around with a quick right, and another right, and another one. There's that strength and force we all know and love. And there's another left. Now Snuka, oh, what face does Snuka have? Oh, now goes for the eyes.
Well, that's one way of stopping him, gouge his eyes.
Uh-oh, now Pretty Boy's going to get in on it. Look at this. Pretty Boy's choking him on the rope, and the ref's not even paying attention. And now Snuka's getting hit again. Pretty Boy, oh. Pretty Boy's trying to get some licks in, of course, illegally. I don't know about that one. And now Flamingo Kid's going to go back and work on him again. He's getting doubled. He's going to get counted. He's got to let go.
You know what, Jimmy? Right now, Snuka looks like he's in trouble. Look at this.
Oh. I don't believe. Where's the ref? He's not paying attention.
But you watch Snuka. Snuka's got that fire and that temper. You watch him. Pretty soon, if it's the old Jimmy Snuka, he'll explode. And when he explodes, watch what happens. That is, if it's still the old Snuka that I remember.
I think with a man and keeping himself in the shape that he has, we're going to see that fire soon enough. He may be stalling, and he may just be taking some pain to see how much he can take, and he's going to turn around and come alive. But as of right now, Snuka is in pain, and the Flamingo Kid is playing to the crowd, saying, I'm one up on this guy. And now he's going again for the chokehold on the ropes. He's going to get 1, 2. He's going to let go. Snuka is now, and Flamingo Kid is now playing to the crowd. And now there goes Pretty Boy again, working on Snuka again. He's still hitting him out, and now Snuka takes Pretty Boy up to the canvas.
He just got tomahawked right on the head, and down he went.
And he had enough in him to take care of Pretty Boy, but now he's got to deal with Flamingo Kid, and now he stops and gives Flamingo Kid a headbutt. And Snuka again, another headbutt. Down he goes. Oh, and look at the ref. The ref felt that one. Look at Snuka. There he goes. There's Snuka's right to the left of the chin. Down he goes. I think this is the Snuka that you were talking about. He's coming alive.
He's coming alive, and the Flamingo Kid looks like a lot of steam has been taken out of him right now.
Oh, the Flamingo Kid is getting a beating while the Pretty Boy's trying to put his case to Dino, the president. And now the president is now telling the Pretty Boy to get out of here while the match is going on. Snuka is taking his licks on the Flamingo Kid. And Snuka, here comes the chop. Oh. Flamingo Kid the Pretty Boy trying to wake his partner up.
Jimmy's taking his time. Whoops, I was going to say he thinks he has an opponent where he wants it, but you see, a little rake across the eye, and things rolls reverse here.
This is a good breather for the Flamingo Kid. You can see he can't even see straight. He's trying to help himself up. He's trying to use the ropes. Now going back off after Snuka, who's having trouble seeing himself, and here comes the right into the chest. Oh. Flamingo Kid now lock him up.
Side headlock. Now let's see what Flamingo's going to do with this side headlock. I think Jimmy's going to throw him center rope and see what happens. Double knockout.
I think that shook this table. Oh, and now Flamingo's going to go for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Snuka throws him right off. And there goes Snuka, body slam down. What strength. Superfly, now he's going to go up for the Superfly. This is what we know and love of the Superfly. He's going to the second rope. Here he comes, the right fist. Oh! And Flamingo Kid doesn't even know what's going on. He doesn't know which way, left or right, and here comes another slam. See you later. Oh, in the back. Snuka again. Gonna go again. Now Pretty Boy's getting into the ring. What's Pretty Boy gonna do? And there he goes. Oh! And Snuka's gonna go. He's going for the top rope. He's going for the top. Here he comes. Jimmy! Whoa! And that's all she wrote, brother. The Superfly.
And that's the Superfly, right?
957 lead champion, Superfly Jimmy Snuka.